What's up, guys? This is CJ.
And Sarah.
It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for another
Keto Conversation.
Keto Conversations. Let's get started. So this week we wanted to talk about
Snacking.
And I'm the one who kind of, I guess, brought this topic up because I still struggle with snacking. Even on keto, I still struggle with snacking. Even though it's all keto approved stuff, I still feel like I personally snack way too much out of habit. So we wanted to talk about that. And what else might have brought this up?
Dr. Berg has made one in the not too distant
I
past.
think it was last week. He may have dropped a video about snacking being one of the...
And they talk about, I listen to podcasts a lot, and of course snacking is always a topic of conversation.
Yeah, and so again, this keto conversation might be a little bit of therapy for CJ.
That's okay.
Trying to help me
That's
out.
okay. I don't snack quite as often. I'm kind of an intermittent faster, but that doesn't mean that I don't ever snack. Or I guess for me, mine is probably more stress eating sometimes.
Okay.
But that still qualifies.
But I will say that I snack a lot of times just because I still struggle with the whole it's time to eat. Although for the last couple of weeks I've been doing better with that. I've been eating when I'm hungry.
I think you've been more conscious.
I've been more conscious of that. But I still find myself, I will pack snacks. And if I pack snacks, I'm going to eat snacks.
Maybe you shouldn't pack snacks then.
Well, that's way too easy. But if I eat, it just feels like after I eat my meal for the day or lunch for the day, it feels like I just got to have a snack.
But if what Dr. Berg is saying is correct, then if you eat a snack, that is going to, of course, raise your insulin, and then you have a blood sugar issue, and sometimes you can even drop your blood sugar, so then you feel like you need to eat.
Right.
So it can be a vicious circle, like a hamster wheel, where I'm eating a little bit, which makes me hungry for a lot. So...
Yeah. And so we actually have been doing some research on kind of on snacking. And even about, we actually found some information.
Even meal timing.
About
or how things came into existence.
How the 3 meals a day came into play. And we were reading an article, and we will put a link to that article in the description that talked about how
we started eating 3 meals a day in America.
In America. So the European settlers.
Yeah, the Eastern European settlers, when they came over to the colonies and they found the Native Americans would eat when they were hungry, and a lot of times that would be once a day. And of course they considered them savage, and so they wanted to do exactly the opposite of what they were doing. And so they had precise meal timing, and that included breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they had basically established that in Europe to be separate from the peasants. So if you had a lot of money...
Yeah, that was a sign of wealth.
To eat
affluency,
luxurious foods multiple times a day.
To eat multiple times a day. That was
because if you were a peasant, you got up in the morning and you went to work. And you were lucky if you got to eat something before you went to bed that night.
Right.
And so that was a sign of being poor. And nobody wanted to eat like they were poor.
Right.
So that's how we got 3 meals within the United States.
Right, and so that's just a little history.
Right.
About how we kind of landed.
And then snacking started in the 70s. I was born in the mid-70s, but even I remember the lack of snacks. There wasn't a snack aisle, per se.
That's true.
In the 70s. I mean, maybe they had like chips and things like that, but nowadays... they have an entire aisle dedicated to protein bars and granola bars and snack packs.
So now one of the trends is the snacking is disguised as healthy snacking.
Right.
So there's
vitamin water, gluten-free this and GMO-free that. Right. And it's all, I mean, even
healthy protein
even low
bars.
Carb. Yeah, even low carb. You got your Quest bars. You've got other snacks that are marketed towards low carbers, Atkins bars, things like that. So So everyone can feel like they can feel good snacking. And that's really not what is the most beneficial for us as human beings.
Right, because our bodies weren't designed to eat.
To have a constant flow
of food, constant
in.
flow of insulin spiking, and that's just not how our bodies were designed to function.
Because our ancestors did not have refrigerators. You ate when you had food, and then you were done.
Right.
Because there was no access to anything prepackaged or refrigerated or anything like that.
Right.
So you ate as much as you could or felt comfortable with when there was food, and then you just didn't eat until it was the next time to eat. And it wasn't based on any kind of schedule. It was based on your hunger. If you were hungry, you started hunting. So, and that's not what we do anymore.
Because that's when you need it. That's how you got your food.
That's how you got your food.
By hunting.
There wasn't grocery stores or anything like that.
Right. So, again, this is just a conversation to kind of, I guess, put that out there. I admit that I just have to deal with this all the time because I know today. So I ate today, like Sarah said. I am probably been more conscious over the last couple of weeks about eating only when I'm hungry.
Right, because you said that it was a concern for you.
Yeah, and so I've been doing that, and actually been doing fairly well with that. So I didn't eat today until about 12:30, almost 1 o'clock before I actually ate. I guess, quote unquote, my first meal of the day.
Right.
Although I did have kind of a bulleted coffee, all, pretty much all fat.
In the morning.
But I hadn't eaten anything,
Any
protein, or carbs or anything like that. All I had was fat. And so, but I didn't eat until, I went to lunch about 12:30, but I didn't really eat until, if I really think about it, until 1:30. And so after I ate, so now, I've eaten, I'm satisfied, and feels like I need a snack. And so I wasn't hungry. So I don't know. I don't know if it's habit.
It probably
I don't
is
know,
partially habit.
I don't know what draws it, but then, so I packed today, I packed pecans.
Okay.
I packed 32 grams of pecans.
At least you measured them out.
And the reason I know that is because I measured them out. So that's something I've been trying to improve on, is to track my food better. And then I also had, what else did I have? I had something else after that. I know I had pecans, and then I had something else. Might have been a cheese stick or something. But after I had the first snack, it felt like, oh, I might as well eat the second one. And again, I wasn't hungry.
Right.
And so again, that tells me that is
a habit.
It's something. Now I work a desk job.
Right.
So I work a desk job. A lot of what I deal with, there's a lot of stress involved from time to time. A lot of times I don't really think it's stress, but it might be stressful too.
But sometimes you can snack while you're working.
Yes. Oh, okay. I can snack while I'm not.
So it's
sometimes
not.
I can snack.
It's not a physical labor job like construction or whatever, where you're out and away from the ability.
I have
snack.
the ability to snack anytime I want.
Right. Which
all day long.
is probably part of the problem.
I can do it, and so I find myself doing that. So I guess one of the things now that I've put this out into the universe is that I'm going to change that.
You want to work on it.
I'm going to work on it and change that.
Well, probably number one is don't pack it.
Yeah, so that's one tip.
Yeah.
Is not, if you have a habit of snacking, then don't pack the snack. But then see, now I just said that, and that sounded easy to you to say, but that's like terrifying. What do you mean?
It's like
what?
It's like your
I'm not
daughter.
Gonna have a snack.
It's like your daughter in her blanket, and my daughter's in their blanket. It's like the thought of not having that is terrifying.
I don't even know how to have a lunch without having a snack afterwards. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
Not eat.
So
Drink some water. Maybe you need some more electrolytes. Maybe it's the salt in the snack that you're actually craving.
Yeah.
And your body is saying, CJ, we need some salt. So you feel like you're getting salt, because especially like nuts and things would provide that salt.
That's true.
The
nuts, they were salted.
Maybe some electrolytes at that time would be a better idea, with some water or something like that. And then maybe that would give you that satiation feeling. It's just a thought.
That's the thought. That's a thought. So I don't know, and we like to hear this, I guess, from people in the comments. Am I the only one having this issue?
Right. And what do you do?
And
if
what
you've
do you
had
do?
this issue, or if you currently have this issue, or if you've had this issue in the past and you found something that's helped you, we would really like to know.
Yeah, we like to know. We like you to share it,
Right.
because first of all, I can't be the only one that
No.
struggles with it. I know that.
They wouldn't be putting out. Dr. Berg would not put out a video.
Right. And so I can't be the only one that struggles with it. No. So if you've had this issue but you found a way to overcome it, please comment and let's start a discussion about this.
Yes, so that we can all help each
We
other.
can all
That's
help
why
each
we're
other
here.
figure out how to overcome this.
Right.
And again, I'm eating keto
Snacks.
I'm
Right.
not.
You're not having a donut.
Right,
in the
I'm not having a
afternoon.
donut. I'm not getting something from the candy, the candy machine. I'm not having chips. I'm eating keto stuff that I can have.
Right. But it's still raising your insulin because of the active digestion and the release of glucose and all of these other things.
Right. And so I'm still struggling with that. And you know what? I have been losing weight, but I'm still trying to get, and I don't want to say.
Can I punch you? I'm wearing red, so if you bleed on me, it won't.
Why would you punch me?
Because I'm still losing weight. You know why? Because you're a man.
Well, what's that got to do with anything? You shouldn't
I'm still losing weight.
You shouldn't be talking, though. You're
I
down. What size are you wearing now?
I wear a size 8.
You're wearing a size 8. So what do you it doesn't matter if you weigh 300 pounds. If you wear a size 8, I don't think anybody cares. Right?
I would hate to see myself weighing 300 pounds in a size 8.
Yeah, and that's just a number I pull off the top of my head. So we've talked about the whole, weight thing,
Difference
and the scale
between men and
thing,
women.
and the difference
Yes.
between men and women. Yes, I would still like to get smaller. I should say I would like to. I still have, and so maybe I shouldn't define it as a weight goal.
Well, and
Maybe
probably
I shouldn't
keeping
say
your
that.
insulin lower.
Maybe I shouldn't say that I want to lose 30 pounds, but I would like to go down a couple more pant size.
Right, and keep your, by keeping your insulin low, you're helping keep your blood sugar low.
Right.
Which is what you want because of your past history with diabetes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
not eating as often as you have been right now is probably beneficial.
Yeah. Do you remember what you read in that article about eating infrequently?
Eating less, in this journal that had the information about where we came up with the 3 meals a day, also had a section in there that talked about that eating 30 to 40% fewer calories a day. So that could be incorporated in your snacking or just eating less meals every day. All the latest research says that it can increase your lifespan by 1/3.
Right.
So it's actually better for your longevity even to not eat as frequently, to eat fewer meals, to eat fewer calories. And, as we know, a lot of times eating the fewer calories just means eating fewer meals. So
Right.
that was just in this article.
Yeah, and we're not.
We're not talking about fasting.
We're not talking
in
about
this.
fasting.
This
we're
is
not
all
talking
about snacking.
We're not talking about intermittent fasting.
We all know
Although Sarah
it's not.
actually does intermittent. Actually, I do intermittent fasting. I'm not going to say could you.
Well, yeah, if you're not
I
eating
still do
until 12 or 1,
I
that's
still do intermittent
fasting.
fasting out of habit. So
Right.
that is actually every day of the week, even on the weekend.
Well, and hopefully that is a goal because generally with the ketogenic diet, you become less hungry. So your goal is to eat fewer meals and have that rush of insulin.
But again, this talk wasn't about intermittent fasting.
It is not.
But it feels like as we keep saying stuff that's what it sounds like. It sounds like we're saying that you need an intermittent fast, but that's not.
This article was basically talking about the benefits of the latest studies on eating less. And it also correlated, it went back to trying to be like the Native Americans that the European settlers had found when they came to the United States, that they were eating when they were hungry and they were not eating frequently. And so that's basically fasting. So that's all the article was talking about, is that maybe we should be more like the Native Americans at that time. And even, tribes nowadays, the Maasai tribes, the Inuits.
There's a lot of cultures.
A lot of cultures that just don't eat that often.
They just don't eat that often.
And they don't eat that much. Right. And, they eat high-fat foods. So it's just something to consider. This is, like CJ said, this is not about fasting. I fast, he fasts, but we're not
we're not
getting
advocating-
into that.
Right, we're not trying to
because-
get you to do
no,
intermittent fasting.
no.
We're not.
That's a personal choice, and it's not for everyone.
Yeah. In
And-
fact, Sarah she asked me yesterday, do I want to do an extended day fast because you told me something crazy like you hadn't eaten since like Thursday.
I recently did an extended
yeah,
fast.
and I was like, hell no,
3
I don't
days.
want to do it because last time I did it, I mean, sure, it was okay.
And it's not for everyone.
It was okay, but I didn't really like. It was like
And it's
felt like a lot of work to
It's
me.
not for everyone.
Yeah,
And
so-
if you like it, great. If you want to do it, great. If you want to try it, great.
Yeah.
But it's not for everyone.
Yeah, it's not, and we know that. So again, the whole conversation today was about snacking.
Yes.
So again, if you have
Ideas.
ideas of how
Suggestions.
suggestion how I can kind of overcome this, that'd be great. One suggestion that Sarah just came up with, which is like revolutionary.
I had 2 suggestions.
Is don't pack snacks. So wow, that
And the
is-
second one is perhaps your electrolyte balance might
that's
need
true.
some adjustment.
That's true.
So-
So I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. My lunch bag is going to feel naked with just one meal.
You're going to have to
in
leave your
there.
blankie at home.
So anyway, I think that's all we have to talk about tonight. So anyway, guys, that's it for this week's Keto Conversation. It's a pretty short one. And
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining us. If you're new to our channel, we do this segment every week, every Wednesday. We do new recipes on Sundays. So please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you know when we drop new content. And we're all about trying to help you have success with the keto diet.
Yes, so you can help us too.
Yep. So thanks for watching.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. What's up, guys? This is CJ and Sarah.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, and it means it's time for another keto.
Connections. That's not it. Sorry.
That's not our channel. You said you must want it back further. See, but now my head's cut off.
So who of us has the larger head?
Oh, am I never gonna live that down?
Nope. Now look at how enormous your head looks right there. Just kidding.
So we're gonna have big head jokes for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, I guess so.
Am I gonna be the, what did you call me?
We need it down, just tilted down just a little bit.
Not better.
It didn't really go down, did it?
I thought I pushed it down.
No, it's too far. Orange on a toothpick, wasn't that the joke?
That's what you said. I didn't say anything that cruel to you. We're back to where we were.
It doesn't matter. I want you to be comfortable because apparently all anybody can see is my boobs.
Why do you say that? Why you can see your boobs? What's wrong with your boobs?
Nothing. My boobs are amazing.